If you're not willing to write it down, then you actually don't want it. And that's a whole different topic where we don't talk about it anymore. You can't complain anymore. You forfeit the right to say that it's not fair or not possible or that you can't because you're not trying to do. My goal is to push you in a direction to be mentally tough, to make these decisions, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be uncomfortable. Seeing what you don't have and telling yourself that you deserve it is uncomfortable. Wishing for something is easy. Welcome to the Hidden Summit Podcast. My name is Kevin Valance and I will be your host. On this podcast, we're going to talk about fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, and everything in between. If you find anything valuable in this episode, the only thing I'm ever going to ask you to do is subscribe so you can keep coming back and elevate your life to become better every single day. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Kevin. Welcome to my show. This is the Hidden Summit Podcast, and I tend to talk about fitness, nutrition, and everything in between. However, I'm going to be bringing you all a series that I talk about specifically within the Hidden Summit group, which is our private group where we do community calls, challenges. It's the first step to becoming more involved with all of the educational and the value-based content that Hidden Summit provides in helping men and women over 30 years old build positive habits to live a life worth living that they can be proud of when it comes to their health, their fitness, and their life. This Progress Over Time series, that's what it's called, is here to help you build upon your habits in small digestible sections. I could talk to you about a million different things, but if I talk to you about one small topic at a time, the truth is you're going to be able to take that and run with it so you can build upon it day in and day out. If you're just working on this one topic for a week and it takes you a month to get there, great, you're working on that one thing before you even get to topic number 2. So subscribe, save this video, put it in a link. I'm going to categorize it so they're all in order, 1 through, it could be 8 to 10 sections, depending on how in-depth I want to get. But it'll be a nice, easy, digestible series. So where do we start? We need to start with the end in mind. Where is it that we want to go? One of my core values is vision. If you can't see, like literally, if you closed your eyes right now and tried to go throughout your day, it would be hell. You would bump into walls, you'd stub your toes, you wouldn't know who you were talking to, you'd have to figure it out by the sound of their voice. It would be a mess. You driving your car, forget about it. You wouldn't get far. Could you find water in the sink to hydrate yourself? I don't know. What are you eating? I don't know. It's a guessing game. It sounds pretty awful when you think about it that way, right? So why do we go through life with our eyes closed? Why do we not see where we're going? Another example I'll give you is literally when you drive your car and you don't know where you're going, what do you do nowadays? You plug it into the GPS. My car is a GPS. I just plug it in. I want to go here. And it shows me this is one route, this is another route, this is another route. Which one do you want to go? And now we'll follow that route. And then when there's traffic or an accident or something happens, it pivots and it says, let's go to the fastest route now to get to where we want to go. So you're less stressed and you can get to your final destination in a really good amount of time seamlessly. God, remember the MapQuest days when you had to print out the pieces of paper and you type it in and your ink would fade and you get lost and you have a map out and you're trying to figure, like, we don't have to do that anymore. And you don't have to do that with your life anymore. But the truth is, you're probably not looking at where it is that you want to go because you're not trying to search for it. Is it overwhelming? Are you creating doubt? What is it? Why are we not looking ahead? And that's number 1, is seeing where it is that we want to go, having the vision to decide who it is that we want to be in this life and what that actually looks like. It's not a selfish thing to do. I know you have had a lot of things that led you to this moment and many more things that are happening around you. But the truth is, if we don't see where it is that we want to go, we're never going to get there. So we need to plug that in. So what I want you to do is, and this is a tool that I do use sometimes, is writing down what it is that I want in life. Taking 5 minutes and just writing everything down that I want in my life, personally, professionally, romantically, financially. Write it all down. And when you write it down, then something on that page is going to stick out and be what it is that you want to do first. One thing will. Maybe it's a couple, but let's start with one. And then I want you to turn the page, and on a brand new piece of paper, I want you to write down 20 ways that you are going to make sure that thing happens. You want to make $100,000 this year? What are the 20 things you're going to do to ensure that you make $100,000? Are you going to budget? Are you going to spend less? Are you going to work more? Are you going to save more? Are you going to charge more? What is it? You only know what that is. And you have to be completely vulnerable and honest with yourself in these situations, because if you're not willing to write it down, then you actually don't want it. And that's a whole different topic where we don't talk about it anymore. You can't complain anymore. You forfeit the right to say that it's not fair or not possible or that you can't, because you're not trying to do. My goal is to push you in a direction to be mentally tough, to make these decisions, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be uncomfortable. Seeing what you don't have and telling yourself that you deserve it is uncomfortable. Wishing for something is easy. So once we have our vision, right, seeing that destination in mind, and before I even get there, I want you to paint a clear as day picture for what that final destination looks like. And that right there has been the toughest part for me. I know I can say what I want, and I can put a plan in place, and I can take action, and I can bring people in, and I can make them be the best version of themselves in doing so. But if you don't clearly see who it is that you are going to be when it comes to the end of this race, this journey, then you're not going to get there either. So I've been trying to mess around with this for me, and I'm going to be completely honest here. This is my vision. This is what I'm going to be working on for the next 100 or so days. So if you want to follow along, I'm happy that you are here. I'm going to be bringing updates. I want to pivot to bring people together in person. And in bringing people together in person, adults, right? I want to have great conversations. I want to be surrounded by winners. And by winners, I don't mean people who are making more than me or doing more than me, but people who are driven to succeed, that know that hard work and the actual nature of surrounding yourself with other people in a like-minded state is going to get you there. I want to eat good meals with them. I don't want to eat garbage anymore. I want to have great conversations with amazing people around food and fitness. I want to do hard things with them. And in doing these hard things with them, I want to play and I want to laugh, because we don't play enough as adults. And the truth is that when we can play and we can suffer and we can laugh and we can recover and we can converse and we can refuel ourselves and we can rest and do that for a few days at a time, you can leave and bring that to whatever world you go back to. And that is what I want to have happen. And I have this vision, because I just came from an event where this was what they were doing. And I don't want to mimic what they're doing. I want to do it my way and bring people into what I see, so people can take this passion for life and not hold on to their excuses, but release those excuses and hold on to their passions and bring that to whatever world that they are living in. And we're going to do it. We're going to do that. Your visions can change. Just so you know, my vision during the pandemic, when we started Hidden Summit, was to make sure that people had a place to go that was online and that was safe, where they were surrounded by positive, like-minded people, to bring that same community sense together in a digital setting. We are not in a world where we need to lean on a digital setting anymore. And if you're like me, maybe you don't want to be on Zoom all hours of the day. But maybe you'd like to be in person, in the room, and feel the energy of the room with other people, so that you can take that energy with you and bring it to the world that you go back to. And that is a vision. I see myself fit, happy, smiling, laughing, full, sore, and tired, but so pleased with the people that I'm around that I'm going to sleep better than I've ever slept before. I'm going to wake up the following day and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to wake up the following day, and when everybody goes, I'm going to take that energy and create another event so people can do it as well. This is vision. We're going to be on the beach. It's going to be a bright sunny day. After the bright sunny day, when we're sweaty and sandy and tired and hydrated and filled with good food, going to be a sunset. The sunset's going to be amazing. And we're going to embrace, and we're going to have an amazing moment of just remembering all the hard work we did and all the great conversations. We're going to take that energy with us, and we're going to bring it back to the people that we care about, the people that we love, the people that we see that are suffering, that aren't able to make these decisions, and we're going to give them a little bit of encouragement. We're not going to force them, but we're going to take that person and let them know that they're doing okay, and that we're here for them if they need it. My vision might not be your vision, and that's okay, because we're different people. I'm not, ask for your acceptance of my vision. I know that this is going to be a powerful tool in my life and in other people's lives. Now, maybe your vision is, I just don't want to be 50 pounds overweight anymore. What does it look like to be 50 pounds less? What does that do for you? How are you holding yourself standing tall around other people? Are you confident when you lose 50 pounds? Does it make you feel better on the inside? Because the outside doesn't really matter if what's going on in here isn't getting better, right? Do you want a new car? What does that new car do for you? Why is that so important? Which brings us to the second point, which I will touch on today and dive into more next time. Knowing your why is understanding the reward of what it is that you put in. So once we see where we are and where we're going, our vision, why is going to keep us on track to get there, because we want to get to the end game. And I'm going to talk on that more tomorrow. So really short podcast today, really powerful discussion on vision and seeing where it is that we are and seeing where it is that we want to go and painting a clear picture, writing down all the things that we want and selecting the one thing that we want to work on because we know that is the direction that we want to take our lives. And then writing down everything that we need to do to get there. That's how we know that this is going to work. Appreciate you all for being here today. Thank you so much. I'm excited for what's to come. Stick around for this Progress Over Time series. We got about 10 of these videos coming your way. And follow along with my journey as I bring this vision to life in the next 100 days or so. Thank you, everybody. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk with you later.